So now let's move on to effects here. Now we might want to make this sound a lot fatter, a lot dirtier if it's that kind of track we're making. Like maybe a rude drum and bass or, you know, bass house bass line. So obviously we can use the distortion saturator section to do that. First though, I might just apply a bit of compression here with the X comp. You hear this really fills out the sound. And then keeping the mode on warm, I think, or maybe setting it to one of the tube modes. Set it to fully wet first. You can hear they all have different characteristics when it comes to the low, you know, the bass and treble frequencies. There's quite a lot more top end on that one. Whereas that one's kind of a bit more MIDI. I think I'm quite like 3. So yeah, really fattens it up there. And what other effects? I think we'll leave phaser. Chorus, I would only apply quite subtly. Because it does tend to make the sound a little bit cloudy, a little bit muddy. And reverb again, you might want to apply quite sparingly with a bass sound. Do tend to hear it quite a lot more these days on bass sounds, particularly if the bass is sounding on its own with stabbed kind of sounds like that. You might hear it in a future house track or something. And certainly set with the colour quite high like that, then it should only be applying it to the top end. You can listen to it though by going fully wet. So yeah, with the dial set down the bottom there, it's going to be applying it to the bass frequencies, which isn't what you want. Whereas up the top there, you can hear a little bit on the bass, but mostly it's the high frequencies, which is going to sound okay on a bass sound. So yeah, it's quite a full-on, quite a nice sounding bass. It's nicely compressed, so you shouldn't get too much variation or too many peaks on the transients. And what we could do now is perhaps add some additional layers with the oscillators.